the way it was explained in the movie, see, this plot line is wrong when it talks about it. The way it was explained in the movie is they used Morse code because it couldn't be decoded by the aliens.
Right.
It was a nice, simple, way of getting everything off by using an out-of-date language that...
We do it old school, yeah.
That the aliens wouldn't have a chance to decipher. That it wasn't digital. Because that was the aliens' mistake, is everything's digitalized. They have digital weapons, digital shields, Now, President Whitmore signing up to be an aircraft fighter, you know what that's in reference to? Medieval kings.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's how it used to be.
The medieval kings would be on the front line and lead their troops into battle. Now, I understand that in the narrative of the movie, he's an ex-fighter pilot, and this is his, this is what he knows. If I can do anything, I can go to the sky and clean up. But it also gives the best presidential movie speech in history.
Oh, it's perfect. It's like he basically says how like 4th of July is like an Earth holiday now, dudes.
Yeah.
Like, let's go out there and kick some ass. And yeah, it was it was very Kennedy-esque.
Yep.
I would argue he reminded me of Kennedy. He has the way it's set up. It's a very similar background, age. So someone late 30s, early 40s. And that's extremely youthful for a president.
Yeah. The youngest president, 42, Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
So they're saying that Whitmore was around 45 when he became president, and about 47 now.
Still very young. Compared to our current president is twice as old as him. So
yeah, and the other guy is the same age, minus 2 years. So you got between old and old.
Yep, pick one. Yep.
Yeah. What did Lewis Black say when this election? You stuck with 2 bowls of shit. The only difference is the smell.
Just pick the one that's the least worst to you. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and that extra too, who did the salute.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't rip his rotator cuff doing that salute. Because it was so yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He just went for it.
Well, there were 2 things that they kept in the movie from that scene. Like when he first speaks into the control, he says good morning, stops for a second, turns the thing around and says good morning, and then comes up the thing. That was a mistake. He picked the wrong side up, but he acted through it, and it
they just kept it.
It added to the
authenticity
to the whole,
of it.
Yeah, and the cheering in the long shot, because they did the long shot first of everybody listening to speech for the first time. That got a round of applause from all the extras. So that cheering, hooping, and hollering was not scripted. I mean, they weren't expecting it to be very, very quiet and like you hear the president, let's go. But the cheering and everything like that is because it was such a good speech. And you were right, it was based on speeches done by Kennedy.
Yeah, he had a very not so much the way
not
he
so
talked,
mind,
but the way that he used dynamics and stuff like that, and the way he phrased a lot of things, it reminded me a lot of it.
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight.
Yes,
love that speech.
It's a good one. It's very. I mean,
good. Even at us in the UK, celebrating that, like woo. That was a good one, man. Oh, wait. So, Hitler and Leveson get in the ship and finally implant the virus. Now, what's funny about that is the fact that they get in the ship and he's got a little sticky note which says the directions in which to fly the plane. So he goes forward and they crash backwards. He's like, oops.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Flip it around.
What do you mean, oops? Can we do that again without the oops, please? And so when they get to the mothership, he's like, oh, good, they're taking us in. I was exactly counting on this. When were you going to tell me? Oops. We got to work on our communication, man. I just love that bit. Well, that bit was improvised. All the lines that Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith did, they were improvised. Huh. So, a bit of Bill Murray going on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, as President Whitmore leads the American fighter checks against the alien destroyer approaching Area 51, The aliens lack shields, but the squadron's supply of missile quickly exhausted against the sides of the craft and the complement of assault ships. As the underside of the alien craft opens to direct its energy to press fire on the base, the President fires a missile at the cannon, but it connects and explodes with a large protective hatch. Just as the squadron is informed that all their missiles have been fired, Russell Case radios in. Now, I didn't mention the fact that... okay. So, they're asking for volunteer pilots. And they said, look, we're not gonna kid you. This is gonna be a very, very difficult thing to do. What's your flying experience? Well, I flew over Nam, and then I got into crop dusting, and I've been doing that ever since. On a personal note, I want revenge on these aliens who kidnapped me and did experiments on me 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've had 15-mile spaceships, the mothership. You've been in the briefings with the president. You killed an actual alien with a gun.
And we're still ridiculing the guy for talking about his experience. They're still like, ha ha, you're crazy talking. Oh.
The alien ship is coming.
Literal evidence. Look.
You can see it.
That's what, if I were him, I would have been pointing to the sky going, I'm not crazy. Look at him.
Yeah.
There's the aliens right there. There's the ones. There they are.
So Russell Case comes by and is about to shoot his laser. Not his laser, his missile.
Right.
And it jams. And you think at that moment all hope is lost.
You get a short window.
And Russell Case, crazy Russell Case, decides that he's going to sacrifice himself for the good of humanity. And flies his plane into the alien mothership's weapon. Not mothership, the alien ship's weapon. Which causes a chain reaction that blows the ship up.
Boom.
He did it. The son of a bitch did it. And they're all cheering and happy. And his son's just standing there like... Now, it turns out it's not his son, that's his stepson. But that's another bit that was cut out the movie and was inserted into the extra long version of the movie that was recut. So yeah, it's not his family, it's his wife, it's his dead wife's family.
Okay.
So...
All right. It's just like family.
Yeah. But they don't respect him because he's a drunk and all that stuff.
Sure.
So
that's understandable.
After they figure out human resistance forces around the world use the same weak point to destroy the remainder of the alien ships, and they all go down. While on the mothership, Hiller is unable to disconnect from a docking clamp. Knowing that they need to still fire the nuke, the two smoke their victory cigars and thank each other for their efforts. They launch a nuke that penetrates a nearby control center where the ship is suddenly free, and he furiously pilots it to the portal which they entered, narrowly escaping when the doors close.
Oh, that's the best part of the movie, I thought. So
Must go faster. Must go faster.
Yeah.
Quit side seat driving.
He's like, what do you think I'm doing? He's like telling him where to go. He's like, bridge, tunnel, door, go,
I see what I'm doing. And perhaps my favorite line in the whole movie is as they finally fly out of the ship, Elvis has left the building.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's an old person reference right there.